Quentin, do your best impression of Winona Ryder saying Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
No, you can do better than that.
Beetlejuice.
Okay, now say it twice.
Beetlejuice Beetlejuice.
Who are you supposed to be? That is not Winona Ryder.
Winona.
Why? That's what I said, Winona Ryder.
Winona.
Oh my God.
Why are you saying why?
Because of my Spanish accent.
your selective Spanish accent.
Yes. I only have a Spanish accent.
It only comes out when you're not speaking Spanish.
No, and also when I order Mexican food.
Yeah.
When I order Mexican food and when I have to say someone's name, I always say my Spanish accent comes out.
Yeah. You make sure to enunciate the little if there's I forget what it's called, the wave.
I call it a little letter hat.
There you go. Yeah, for a cabeza.
You can't do that.
I spoke Spanish though.
Well, I don't know Spanish, so I
So
don't even know.
You don't know if I'm being offensive or not.
Okay, do Jenna Ortega know? Saying Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
No, she's so
monotone.
No.
No, they forgot Beetlejuice at home on a plane flight.
Oh, that's Catherine O'Hare
Yeah.
saying Beetlejuice.
Son Beetlejuice is at home for Christmas alone. Beetlejuice.
That's good. Okay, that was the best one out of
Yeah.
those three women.
Yeah.
I think there's an old video somewhere of me on a plane that you recorded, and I was just napping, and I was like, Kevin! But anyways, why am I making you do an impression of saying Beetlejuice?
Could it be because we're talking about that movie?
Which one?
Both.
What?
What? Yeah.
That's right.
That is right.
That's right, you little Tim Burton freaks.
You kids and your Hot Topic and your I don't know, Morrissey vinyls.
Yeah. We're talking about Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice. But we are going to do no spoilers.
Yes. For anyone worried about this film because it just came out, we're going to be talking vibes and general impressions.
Yeah.
No plot details.
No, none whatsoever.
Because I know that's very important to people.
But we will give our opinion towards the end of the podcast, so then we could let you know, oh, maybe to see it or not see it.
Yeah.
Or
you won't know till we get there, though.
You will not know. So keep gripping on your little Hot Topic.
Yeah.
What are those little sweatband things that they used to wear?
Your snap bands. Snap bracelets.
That say I love boobies on it.
Yeah. Light your all black candle.
Mm-hmm.
Put some incense out.
Mm-hmm. Get your ironic I don't know, I'm tired.
I don't know. I don't think it's that. I feel like goth stuff is the opposite of irony. I think it's very sincere. It's more sincere.
I'm thinking of Hot Topic fashion.
Oh, then your ironic graphic tee.
Yeah.
Or your put on your Family Guy graphic tee.
Okay, let's cut all this and then I'll take it back to.
No, I'm leaving it in.
No, you're not gonna leave this in.
Yes, I am.
No, because I couldn't think of a joke.
Yeah, the world needs to know.
No, they can't. They can't. So
Adri's never flubbed a joke in her life,
and I'm gonna keep it that fucking way.
All right.
So get your tarot cards out.
Mm-hmm.
And
hold your black cat close.
Because we are going to talk about Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice. Okay, so we recently rewatched the 1988, obviously, version, the very first one.
Yes.
What was your first time seeing it? What was your experience?
Had to be when I was a kid. I think we rented it from Blockbuster, so already,
Can you let our Gen Z audience know what Blockbuster
all right, so back in the before times, there was this place. It was like a Netflix, but you had to go there, or usually your parents drove you there, and you get to pick out movies to then, own temporarily and then give them back. Which you had to physically then return the movie. Otherwise, you got a late fee.
And what would happen if you got a late fee?
Your parents would have to pay it.
Okay.
Because they're not going to charge a small child. I mean, Maybe they did. I don't know.
Okay,
But
so what was your
my
experience?
impressions were like, oh, it's so fun. I mean, I think it's a true like all ages movie. Like it's, um, I mean, there's no like genuine scares in it. I think was like there's like some light creepiness, like spooky atmosphere, but it's like a fun horror movie.
See, I had the opposite experience. I remember spending the night at my friend's house, Diana Mendoza. Shout out to Diana Mendoza, wherever you are, queen. I remember spending the night at her house, and she put on the movie, and I was so scared.
Really?
Well, yeah, we were like in elementary school, and everything about the dead like really scared me.
Oh,
I
like
didn't
how
like
they
it.
looked?
How they looked. Yeah, I was a big baby. I was scared. I remember being spooked by it.
Yeah. How do you? Oh man, how would you feel? Just like the way you die in the afterlife, or the way you die in life is like how you get to like live for eternity.
Oh God, I'd be so mindful of how I died.
I would find a way to probably kill myself around now.
Sure.
You know, I'm not getting any younger, but like at least I won't get any older.
Sure.
Maybe something like heart attacky or like
How are you gonna plan a heart attack? You gonna eat a bunch of cheeseburgers?
I'm gonna say some true shit online about the CIA, and they're gonna hit me with a heart attack gun. I'm gonna mention how 9/11 was an inside job a lot until I die.
I hope that our listeners can hear me rolling my eyes, or it's like loud roll.
Yeah, Adri obviously takes the blue pill when offered by Morpheus. I, wise man that I am, take the red.
Oh my God. Anyway,
Open your eyes, sheeple.
shut up. So what would you?
You didn't answer how you're gonna kill yourself.
Oh, I would kill myself. I'd first.
When?
Maybe like. Honestly, maybe like around my 40s. I don't want to die quite yet, but I feel like I'd still be looking good. I would get a facelift.
You get a tune-up right before?
Yeah, I get tuned up, beat the face, make sure I get a little BBL in real quick.
Yeah.
And then, then I die. Maybe I'll die. I obviously have to die in a way where it doesn't ruin my BBL or my
You want to die cheeked up.
Cheeked up.
Cheeked up. They're gonna
face down, ass up.
they're gonna bury you face down, ass up.
And that's how I am in the afterlife
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little filler, a little Botox.
Yeah.
Make sure my roots are covered. I'm gonna look good at 40. Okay. Then maybe I'll just drown in a white T-shirt. So I'll be hot.
Okay. One thing. I mean, I know it's because they're the main cast. I like how Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis, both looking hot as they've ever been. Mm-hmm. They said they were drowned, or like their realtor said they drowned.
Right.
They looked normal the whole movie.
Well, they were a little wet whenever they came back.
They're
But anyways,
not- they're dry as hell.
before we get into that,
Okay.
what is your relationship to Tim Burton? Because
I
this
mean-
is our first Tim Burton
All right. I
thing
mean,
that we've spoke about.
I've always enjoyed his work for the most part. Mm-hmm. Some of his latter day stuff, I think he had that success, so he got a little overindulgent.
Sure. He had
certain
too much money, too much power.
When the directors, they kind of carte blanche to do whatever they want, and that could be to like, especially for. Because it's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
It's so funny. When I saw that as a kid, I remember thinking like, damn, this is comedy. Johnny Depp is so funny in this. And then I recently rewatched it when my cat died. And I was like, this movie's ass. He's
very
like
bad.
really bad in it.
What else? Oh, Alice in Wonderland.
I didn't even see it. I didn't even want it. Because I used to love Johnny Depp so much. I already knew I'd catch the ick. And I didn't want to catch the ick yet.
Yeah.
That was my man. Over here with gap tooth fucking looking like Carrot Top in that movie. Like, I was like, I'm not ready to lose my man.
But his early stuff, so Tim Burton, though, early stuff, great.
Amazing. Edward Scissorhands, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Ed Wood.
Actually, I've never seen that.
I love that movie. It's so good.
Is that the one where he's a Native American?
No. Ed Wood was a person. Largely credited as like the worst director of all time.
I know, but wasn't there a movie where Johnny Depp is Native American?
But I don't think that's Tim Burton.
I just associate Johnny Depp now with Tim Burton movies.
No, he might have played Native American at some point, but I don't.
For sure. Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
But that's that's way later into his career.
Remember when Johnny Depp was full on American and then he like literally had a French accent for a few years?
You do that when you live overseas. When you're a true citizen of the world, you just like have a vague accent that no one can quite place.
Anyway, I would agree. I would say earlier stuff, Tim Burton, amazing, helped shape me. Felt like I was an outsider and I felt seen. Mm-hmm. But then I guess everyone feels like an outsider, and I'm like, okay, then I guess none of us are unique.
A good chunk of people do feel ostracized from friend groups, but I guess there are certain levels to it. If you've ever been a true weird kid, I have.
Same.
And where people would say, "Hey, you're weird. You might get left out of stuff." I think that does speak to you on some level.
Sure.
Because then he did a good job of like kind of turning that into like his superpower, where like he channeled that weirdness and then made pretty like universally beloved art.
Right.
I mean that's about as good as you can hope for it. And now it has gone like to massive success and dated some incredibly beautiful women, which I think I'm pro.
Sure.
I would also love to say I did the same thing.
I have been told my celebrity doppelganger is Helena Bonham Carter.
So we just need to find you a massively successful director now.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
For years.
The one
Damn it.
The one part of your life that you're missing out on is this one thing.
Yeah, I used to get her all the time in high school. Because that's when Harry Potter came out, the last one. Like they're like, you fucking Bellatrix looking bitch. And I was like, that's me. And we have similar hair. But I used to be offended when people would say I looked like her because I thought she was scary looking.
I mean, in those movies, sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this cast in the 1988 version. Mm-hmm. We got an all-star cast.
We do have a very, very good cast.
We got Michael Keaton as fucking Beetlejuice.
The man himself.
Or how I formerly known him as Jack Frost.
Another fantastic film.
I love that movie as a kid.
It was sad.
So every time I saw a Michael Keaton movie, I was like, Jack Frost. Yeah. That was my first association with him. Where a lot of people are like, oh, he was Batman. He was this, he was that.
I remember him as Batman.
He's my Jack Frost.
Oh, and like that movie was sad. I mean, and horrifying.
Sure, imagine.
Yeah, your dad's dead, and he comes back as a fucking snowman.
Do you think when he came back, the wife, because the wife really seemed like she loved Michael Keaton. She for sure fucked that snowman?
She definitely like stuck a carrot down below and rode that snowman.
Quentin!
He's good to go again.
Oh my god.
That's love. Wait, don't roll your eyes at love.
I can't help. No, what you said was carnal, wicked.
I like to
and evil.
I actually would like to change my vegetable. I think she probably threw like a cucumber down there. Carrots are too pointy.
Okay, so I am holding auditions for a new Quentin. If anyone would like to submit, please comment below. I just need any white guy. Any white guy.
Good luck.
You could be bonus points if you're 1/4 Asian, but other than that,
that's a little tougher needle to thread, I think.
Okay, as we continue, Winona Ryder.
Who like.
I thought she was great in this movie.
She was great in this movie. You can tell she can act already, but of course she goes. I think she gets obviously much bigger after this too.
Sure, yeah. I thought she was great in this. She was so subtle, very relatable as that like goth kind of kid.
I mean, I love that. Like, it feels like clearly Tim Burton just like gender flipped the role, like 'cause he just looked like Winona is styled in this movie. Mm-hmm. Like his whole like frizzy hair, super pale. Wears all black all the time. It's like, oh, that's the director's stand-in.
In his little bangs.
Yeah, that's the director's stand-in.
In his little bangs. I have opinions on those bangs, but we'll get into that.
That she gelled into that shape, clearly. Yeah, I mean, you have to. They don't just lay like that.
Okay, and then we have...
Gina Davis
and Alec Baldwin in this. Which, by the way, rewatching it, I was like, damn, they are so hot in this.
They're stupid hot.
They're like really hot.
Like, what were they doing in this bumfuck town?
Yeah, they were stars.
Their asses should have both been in the club. Like, they're way too hot.
It's so funny talking about like first time seeing these actors. Gina Davis, she is Stuart Little's mom to me.
Yeah, I think actually that might be my
First time I saw her.
first time I ever saw Gina Davis might be as Stuart Little.
And I might have. Core.
Oh, like you wouldn't want a giant Gina Davis kissing on you? Who says no?
That's true. That's true.
Who says no?
Alec Baldwin was looking fine in that.
Again, like too hot for this. Like it's like, yeah, I don't believe he was like a guy who's really into fucking miniatures.
It's so funny though, rewatching it and like seeing how hot he is. I almost like forgot that was him because he's so hot in it. And I was like, oh, he's like my kind of hot. I love like a nerdy kind of like hot guy that doesn't know he's hot and he's like kind of weird. I was like, that's my type.
The idea of that guy ever not knowing he was hot is very funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what they did. Like they had to put the glasses on him.
Oh, for sure.
Because it didn't work otherwise.
They had to tuck his shirt in and put a belt on and be like, you gotta be a little uglier, dude.
Yeah, like they made him like more dad-like to justify it. Who else? Oh, Catherine O'Hara. Love her. She's
phenomenal.
I love her in everything. She's so fucking funny.
Okay, so tell me what you said earlier before the podcast. What you thought? When we were younger, you said that Gina Davis was like hubba hubba, but rewatching it,
I was into Catherine O'Hara. Like she's like mid-30s.
She was only what 34 in this
34,
movie.
looking like she's got like the really nice porcelain skin. Her eyes pop. Like I didn't realize how nice her eyes were.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, and she's funny.
Hilarious.
And she's like a classic art hoe. Just like loves to make sculptures. Maybe she's good, maybe she's not.
Right. Yeah. I said that you love crazy girls, so that makes sense that you were attracted to her.
Yeah.
Rewatching it.
And maybe she's got BPD. I don't know.
BPD.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I'm willing to find out.
Oh, I know you would. Yeah. I know you fucking would.
And rounding out the cast,
we also have Jeffrey Jones,
who is a phenomenal actor, very bad person.
R.I.P. But also
maybe you
fuck
should.
Off.
Yeah, you should. Maybe you could have died sooner.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, he had a little bit of the old Epstein blood.
Yeah. But yeah, phenomenal cast, great score. Danny Elfman did the score.
Love Danny Elfman in this.
Yes, absolutely.
Who knew just a mere 25 years later he would be on HGH and covered in tattoos and dating someone much younger than him?
You men sicken me. It's not even you, Quentin, actually, at this point. It's all of you guys.
Yeah, it's like who knows? Who could have figured that Danny Elfman would not readily embrace aging? He's a composer. It's like you chill, dude. You're allowed to go to shit. Your body can like fall off. It's okay.
That's easier said than done though, because I'm seeing as I get older and I'm seeing like actors like Nicole Kidman and other actors who've clearly had work done. I'm like kind of like I get it. I'm scared, and that made me think of it too. Whenever we won't get into it quite yet, but when we watched Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. I was just like devastated to see like how much older, and especially because
granted, it's the makeup. Michael Keaton.
Actually, I don't agree with that. Makeup made him look way older. You could see every crevice in his forehead.
I think that worked in service of the character.
But when you just watched Beetlejuice and he has smooth skin with makeup,
like he's young in that. Like,
yeah,
because he's like a year out. He's literally like 1 year away from being Batman.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it looked good.
Okay, so how do we feel about the first one?
I mean,
you said that when they died, they were going on their home vacation.
Yeah.
I like that idea that they're going to take a 2-week vacation, but they're just staying home.
Yeah.
They accidentally crash in the barn.
They die.
Drowning.
The world's shortest fall into the world's shallowest puddle.
For real. I was like, you couldn't swim?
You didn't try a little harder to get out of that car?
Your car was like still halfway out. You could have easily just crawled in the back seat.
They both suffered from an incredibly brittle bone syndrome.
Yeah.
That's what they bonded over.
Maybe.
They both had hollow bones.
Maybe. It was a small town. Maybe it was incest.
Okay.
Maybe they were related.
That's why everyone, like, they put them on the hill.
Yeah.
We don't care how beautiful you are. You must go to the hill and live in sin up there.
Yep, exactly.
They die. Sure, you said they were a little wet when they come back, but They dry off.
They dry off.
But yeah, so everyone else in the afterlife gets kind of fucked over. They all look nasty. They have like blue and green. Everyone's got blue-green skin. They're like cut in half or like burned to death, and like they're just hot still.
Yeah, that would have been interesting if they chose that like makeup style to just be like wet the whole time. That'd be kind of fun.
I think I guess that would be hard.
It'd make sense.
Yeah,
but
it would make
it'd be
sense
hard
to style them like that every single day.
Yeah,
Because they're in the movie a lot.
they are in the movie a lot.
So they're dead. So guess what? We have to move. Life goes on. So now, and they're still figuring out the whole like aspects of being dead.
Yeah, they don't understand why they can't leave the house yet. Every
Yeah.
time they leave the house, they go into this weird like desert world where there's a giant sandworm.
Which I think they kind of like allude to in toward the end of the movie about it's like somehow it's a which is like I don't know why that's connected to the afterlife, but apparently it is.
Yes, that scene always made me think of that episode of The Simpsons where Homer eats a really hot chili pepper, and then he like starts hallucinating.
That's a good that I like that. That is like the well, it's not IRL. It's like it's clearly like a design set, but still.
I was telling you the other day I had a show where it was kind of like a parody of Hot Ones, where I did improv comedy, but then I had to eat a hot chicken wing throughout the show, and the chicken wing got hotter and hotter, and by the end, I don't do spicy. I don't.
Famously, I know.
I don't speak Spanish.
You're the biggest spice baby, I know.
Big Spice Baby. And not Baby Spice.
No.
Not to be confused with Baby Spice. Spice Baby.
Spice Baby, you do not fare well with spice.
No. And by the end of that show, I swear to God, I was like in that episode of The Simpsons. I was just like, I couldn't see straight. I was sweating. I was talking. I didn't even make any sense. Everyone was like, you should go home. Go home.
It like genuinely like put you in a different like state of mind.
And it could have also been because I just watched the first Beetlejuice the day before.
Right.
So maybe I still kind of had that in my subconscious, in my psyche. And I was like, where am I? I'm in a desert.
You're looking out for sandworms.
Yes, exactly.
Love that. I love the stop motion because he sprinkles it in through like a lot of his movies, but it looks so good. Even just
it's a little fake looking, but I do really like it.
Because I just know it takes so much work to do that.
Right.
Even if it is fake looking, that's like hours,
Right.
hours of labor.
Right.
I'll take that over CGI. No shortcuts.
Sure, I actually agree with you 100%. For once, I agree with you.
I know it kills you to agree with me.
It hurts.
A white man.
It hurts my bones.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. And then they're trying to figure out these two hot brother and sister trying to figure out
how to be ghosts.
How do we go? But then a new family comes in.
Yeah.
And that's where we, meet Catherine O'Hara's character, where we meet Winona Ryder's character, where we meet Jeffrey Jones' character. Mom, the Deets, yeah. Stepmom, dad, and very goth daughter.
Very goth daughter.
Which, that is so your type, too.
Yeah. I mean, give her a few years, obviously.
How old is she supposed to be in that movie?
Probably, well, I mean, her real age was 17.
Okay. But she was probably, 16 in that movie?
I think she was probably pretty close to her real age because then by the time she, hit the 90s, I mean, she really blew up. She's that was her 20s when she was, the it girl.
Got it. Yeah, Quentin loves a little goth girl. We told him the other day that when we go to Halloween Horror Nights this weekend, he's going to be out looking like he's at the club.
I'm on the hunt. Oh.
Ew. I'll pimp you into these jokes and then I immediately regret
it. Then you immediately bail on them?
Because you do it too well.
Yeah. I'm going to be making it rain Hot Topic gift cards.
Yeah.
Who want me? Who want me? Who want me?
Okay, and so the only person that could see the two incest brother and sister is, of course, Winona Ryder's character.
Yes.
Lydia. And essentially, rewatching it, I thought Beetlejuice was in it more, but he's kind of not. He's only halfway in it.
I like the amount of his presence. I think anything would be too much. Also, I love the length of this movie. It's a true hour and a half.
Yes, love that.
It's perfect.
Right. And so...
Because I think they die within the first 5 minutes, which is great for pace.
Exactly. And so they are trying to scare this family out.
They want the house to remain the same.
Right.
Because the new couple that moves in, they're in their mind tacky and have bad taste.
Right. They're from New York.
They're from New York.
They are from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And
they don't fit in with our Connecticut ways.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could see that. I
Yeah.
could see that. A little controversial.
I get the feeling like, were they? Do you think Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis's character voted voted conservative?
Oh, you know it. You
They-
see what they're fucking wearing?
Yeah,
They for
looking at
sure
looking at how
did.
they style themselves, like what kind of voters? You lived in Connecticut, in this very small town. I don't know if I trust your politics.
The presidential debate came out today.
Yeah.
But when you're listening now, it's going to be a few days after. But I was just going to say, if they were here watching it, I know what they would be saying.
Catherine O'Hara's character was probably one of the most annoying Hillary stands.
Yeah, sure.
I can only imagine.
Okay, and so now they decide, okay, how can we get rid of this family? We get introduced.
What do we do as ghosts?
We get introduced to the character of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, a paranormal exorcist or a bio-exorcist because
Yes.
he gets rid of living.
Yes. So if you want to take it away.
He obviously advertises his services. He's very creepy. He's very but like cartoonishly creepy. Like his mannerisms, he reminded me of Bugs Bunny.
Okay, I see that.
Like I think he's like because his style is like a trickster god, and I read this biography about Chuck Avery, who also like wrote wrote on the cartoons and like drew them extensively, the original Bugs Bunny cartoons, and he modeled them after like a trickster god essentially. That's why Bugs Bunny always comes out on top. He's always quick-witted. He's something super appealing to like humans, like because everyone wants to be like clever and witty and like never the butt of the joke, but the one saying it.
Right. What was the little random fact that you were saying earlier about the casting of Beetlejuice?
Oh, Michael Keaton is like largely responsible for like the mannerisms of the character, the voice, the whole look. I think in the original script he was like more of like a djinn, like genie, kind of evil genie thing, like entity that was like vaguely Middle Eastern. Which this is the '80s, so I'm sure it would have been handled like with like respect and care. It would have done like the Arabic culture a service.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
So thank God Michael Keaton stepped in as a very funny, very charismatic man that he is.
Right.
And like just elevated this whole thing.
That's my Jack Frost.
I mean, I think that's partially like why you remember him. I think, and you're not alone. I've heard that before. Like everyone's like surprised going back. It's like, oh, he's not in the movie very much.
Yeah.
But his presence is so outsized. It's like it feels like you feel him throughout.
Sure, I get that totally. And then yeah, I mean, we've all seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, you should definitely go watch it.
It's worth a rewatch. I mean, funnier I think than you remember. It's
What I will say though is Beetlejuice, pretty problematic. He's doing a little skirt lifting.
It feels
He's
like
saying some pretty nasty things.
I mean, I think Gina Davis clocks him right away. It's like I don't want to work with that pervert.
Yes.
That nasty man.
But he was a little more problematic than I remember.
Well, because like again,
Besides the fact that he's a demon.
it made more sense in the sense like, oh yeah, like that's like something Bugs Bunny would do.
I know all those cartoons back in the day.
They're
They
creepy.
were little perverts.
They were like little perverts.
That one skunk, what's his name again?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, the biggest perv of all. Biggest cartoon perv.
I do imagine like apology.
Oh my god.
I'm learning. I'm
growing.
I am growing.
I'm reflecting.
Yeah. I am taking some time away from the spotlight. I'm stepping away from the projects.
We need to hear from Pepe now.
This man needs to be held to account.
Yes.
I don't care how big a part of a childhood he was. I don't care how funny he was in Space Jam. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't feel like he wasn't that big a part of Space Jam.
Sure.
What do the French know about basketball?
Not a damn thing. But long story short,
USA, we just kicked their ass in basketball in the Olympics. Take that, Pepe.
You are all riled up right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're sweating.
I was thinking about sports in America.
Yeah, you immediately started sweating.
The one time you're allowed to like feel good about this country every
Sure.
4 years.
Sure. I get that. Okay, so long story short, Beetlejuice, not a great guy, you know.
I mean, inarguably the villain of the movie.
The villain of the movie tricks this poor, beautiful young woman into marrying him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm trying to remember what else happens at the end.
They say his name 3 times.
They say his name. Well, no. Well, they say his name. We've already went past that. But yeah, if you say his name 3 times, he appears.
Yes.
He tricks Winona Ryder into marrying him.
Actually, no, they didn't defeat him by saying his name 3 times. They just hit him with the old sandworm. Gina Davis somehow rides a sandworm.
Yes, that's right.
I was like, how? I get why they did it off screen because, like, I don't know how she managed to pull that off.
Yeah.
She just comes riding one in and he's like, yeah, okay, all right, sure. I'm already on board.
And then it ends with the great floating above the staircase dance by Winona Ryder. What I did love about this movie a lot, I had a lot of heart. I really loved Gina Davis's character, Barbara, and then Winona Ryder's character, Lydia. Their dynamic. It kind of became this like motherly relationship.
They got closer. You know who I did like, though, rewatching Beetlejuice the first time? The character of Otho.
Who's that again?
The interior designer.
Oh,
personal assistant.
Otho, yeah.
He was fun. Mm-hmm. The multi-hyphen. I love his little details he'd drop about things he did in the past.
Sure. We love
A multi-hyphenate king.
Yeah.
I don't know why he like made such a big deal when Beetlejuice shot him with a finger gun, and all it did was like change his outfit. Yeah, and he acts like super scared and runs away. It's like, that's not that bad, man. You're just wearing a baby blue suit.
That is funny. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's worse things that could happen to you.
Yeah, he was a great character. Maybe would have loved to have seen him in the second one, but
I mean, maybe he might not be with us.
That's maybe something we could have looked up. Oh well, I guess there's no way of knowing. Ever.
No, I like the mystery of it.
Sure.
Maybe he's still out there.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he's still interior designing.
Love that. But anyways, so it's a happy ending. They're a big happy ghost family.
Yeah, I like that. It feels like the parents also kind of like took a step back. It's like, let these ghosts raise our child.
I know, for real.
The dad is clearly like talks about relaxing all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to relax. Mom wants to do like her like weird sculptures. Mm-hmm. Let's let these 2 yuppies raise our daughter.
Yeah. Let these 2 incest.
Yeah.
Brother and sister.
Look, her grades are already. Wash her hair.
her bangs were a little more together.
Yeah, they washed her hair. It's not, and they didn't pile it.
Right. And I think her hair represents the love and the nurturing she's finally getting.
Only people with bad parents have greasy hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say it.
If you have greasy hair, you're unloved.
Honestly, yeah, I'll say it. I'm not fucking scared to say it. But then anyways.
So we also watched Beetlejuice Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. And without any spoilers, how did we feel about it, Quentin?
I mean, I'll say right away, it put me in the mood, spooky season mood.
Spooky season. And by the time you guys are listening to this, if this is the day it comes out, if you're listening, movie definitely put us in the Halloween spirit.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yes.
I don't know what I think it stands on its own merit. I think it's like justified. It didn't feel like a cheap like cash grab to like bring it back.
Right.
I mean, granted, it's like not that cheap regardless because it like took 20 years to make or
Sure.
no 30 years to come back. So it's like clearly they had something in mind to bring it back.
Yeah, and all the characters we know and love are in it. Catherine O'Hare, Winona Ryder, Michael Keaton, obviously.
Yep.
I'm very glad we got some of the cast back.
I liked Justin Theroux's little sleazy character.
Yeah, that was fun.
He's funny.
That was really funny. And then Jenna Ortega.
Great.
She's in it. She's great.
She's a good. I get why they picked her. She's a good successor to that kind of like spooky girl archetype.
Yes. Honestly, I would say best acting goes to her. I thought she acted the best in this movie.
I think she definitely like she's got
She's very
like
believable,
naturalistic approach to how she plays things.
Yes.
She's never over the top. She reacts how you imagine maybe you would react in that situation.
I thought she was really good in it. Catherine O'Hare was exceptionally funny in this. She's always funny. Don't get me wrong. She's always funny.
I love when they just let her cook.
Yeah, let her cook. I will say, without any spoilers, the things that did kind of piss me off about Beetlejuice, Winona Ryder's damn bangs. You gonna tell me 30 years later you're still fucking gluing your bangs all spiky and pointy like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, grow the hell up, girl.
No, the minute she left the house, like she moved out, she immediately started doing it again.
Yeah, by the end of the first movie, her bangs were normal, actually.
Yeah.
I kind of wish, I kind of hate when movies or shows do that, where they either like recast the same character, older or younger, but they have the same exact hair. And I'm just like, stop it.
We know who she is.
Yes, we know who she is. It's not a different actor.
She could have changed a little bit in 30 years.
Just a little bit. The slightest.
One addition to the cast I like, because without spoiling anything, so Monica Bellucci, beautiful as ever, one of the most beautiful women on the planet.
Which I didn't know.
Tim Burton's current muse / girlfriend. Mm-hmm. I feel like her character is in the movie solely to just kind of for Tim Burton to show off how hot his girlfriend is.
I know when she was.
She wasn't. I don't feel like she's a focal point in the movie.
Yeah, that whole relationship we didn't necessarily need.
No, it's like, again, it feels like he just wanted to put her on screen, and it's like, look at my real life corpse bride. She's so hot. This is my wife.
See, this is why I need to date
wife.
a successful director.
Who just put you in stuff because they're so horny for you. They're like, I have to put you on screen.
God,
I mean, that's kind of. I think that's kind of romantic.
No, it is. I'm saying it's a good thing.
You don't need to be in this movie at all, but I'm gonna put you in because I have that power.
That's a real man. That's getting his queen some bread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, free paycheck.
And without spoiling it, there was some fun cameos.
I did enjoy the cameos.
Very fun.
Yeah, very fun.
Unexpected, and I was just like, "Oh, that's fun. That's really fun."
Yeah.
And I would say, honestly, this is like my only critique. And again, I don't even know if if this is spoiling it, but Winona, I felt, did a better acting job in Beetlejuice than in Beetlejuice.
I think maybe her acting style has changed in the intervening years, and I would like her to get back to more of her old.
Yes, because it was kind of giving me the mom in Stranger Things. Her character choices.
She got rewarded for that from like an Emmy standpoint, I think.
Yes.
And it feels like she took the wrong lessons from that and has never like really broken back out of that style.
Yes, that's my only critique. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And especially watching Beetlejuice, I'm like, oh, I almost wonder, it would make the most sense if there was a third Beetlejuice. But I'm like, damn it, you should have thought of this.
Done this movie 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
And then we could be getting this one now.
Right, but then Jenna Ortega would only be like 10,
But
11.
they could, that'd be something too then, like to have like a true like adolescent, because like there's no kids are not like really in the movie at all. Mm-hmm. So like maybe we have that child perspective.
Sure. Right. I agree. Oh, my one other note, and again, this isn't a spoiler. Mm-hmm. The man who plays Jenna Ortega's dad.
Yeah.
Not Latin enough. I was like, what? Because.
But then look at Jenna Ortega. Like I totally believe she's like white mom, Latin dad.
Yes, but I'm saying the dad was not Latin enough. He looked mixed, and I'm like, why is Jenna Ortega darker than Winona Ryder, obviously, and the dad? And especially coming from such a white family, I'm like, no, they should have casted someone a little more Latino. That's my only note. He was like very white passing.
I still think it works for the.
That always bugs me. That just personally bugs me in movies and stuff where I'm like, that does not look like that kid would come from you guys, you know? He was a very light-skinned Latino.
I do remember like this is around the time of that Gifted Children movie Tim Burton did. I don't think it was a hit, but it was like based on some like YA novel. Mm-hmm. People were mad because he doesn't really ever cast anyone but like white people.
Right.
and it feels like this is just even when he had a chance to cast someone even like darker Latin skin, not even like anyone else, but like the whitest Latin person.
Because I wanted to see Winona Ryder with the Latin King, honestly. Not the gang.
Yeah. No, actually, I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
It's a
She
very
went through
different.
a weird phase.
It's a very different movie.
Yeah.
She lived in the valley for a while.
Yeah.
I think people in the valley believe in ghosts.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Should be a big hit there.
Big hit. Okay, so you said briefly how you felt about Beetlejuice. What ratings would you give Beetlejuice? The first one?
5 Beetlejuices.
Nice. And then what about Beetlejuice?
5 Beetlejuices.
Nice. Yeah, I was surprisingly pleased by Beetlejuice because I definitely thought it was a cash grab. I definitely thought, I was just like, oh, come on.
It felt cynical.
Yeah, and then the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie actually wasn't really selling me. I was just kind of like, this seems like a little corny. Like, this feels like a cartoon version of Beetlejuice.
Sure.
But then as it went on, there was a lot more heart in it. There was some lessons.
Mother-daughter stuff.
Yeah, very sweet, tender moments.
Mm-hmm.
It was very funny. I liked the backstory of Beetlejuice, all that.
Right.
And yeah.
So where we think Adrian Tomatoes, where are we landing?
Adrian Tomatoes for Beetlejuice, I would say a 97 Adrian Tomatoes.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah, I love that movie. And then for Beetlejuice,
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it a 92 Adrian Tomatoes.
Still very good. So yeah, 92, that's still an A, so you still get to, dance the calypso at the end of the movie.
Yes, absolutely.
You get to drop in the line. That does look fun.
Okay, I believe you.
Is that the ultimate karaoke experience, to be truly like word and pitch perfect like that?
And then floating in the air?
Yeah. That's the dream.
We should do that for karaoke next time. Then you just dress in all black and then you like lift me.
Yeah.
And no one can see you. You in the back. Jump in the line. Okay, I believe you. Well, guys, we have a very special guest for you. We got the one, the only.
A true star.
A true star. He's about to arrive any minute now. I have to say his name 3 times first.
Yes.
But we got Beetlejuice.
Wow.
To come onto the show.
Incredible.
Quick interview. But not Michael Keaton.
No. Beetlejuice himself.
The actual Beetlejuice.
And then straight back to hell.
Straight back to hell. Okay? So before I say his name for the 3rd time to bring him and summon him.
Yeah.
Quentin, did you crap your pants? Oh, Quentin.
This is all getting cut.
No, Quentin, did you crap your pants? I guess you're going to have to go change your pants real quick. Quentin, he's going to be here any minute. You need to change your pants. Quentin, go change your pants. Hurry, go. Hurry, Quentin, go. Oh no, Quentin had to leave right before our guest because he crapped his pants too much and he had to go change his pants. I guess I'll just wait for him before I say Beetlejuice. Uh-oh, I said it 3 times. I just summoned him.
Hey, how you doing there?
Oh my God, Beetlejuice. It is so nice to meet you. I wish my co-host was here, but he unfortunately crapped his pants really bad.
Made a bit stinky, huh?
It was really stanky, and you're actually sitting exactly where he was.
That's too bad. I love a big stink.
Oh.
How's it going, Toots?
Oh, my name is Adri. Please don't call me Toots.
I'll try to remember that.
So, Beetlejuice, you just had Beetlejuice come out. How do you?
They got rid of the old beetle. Hey, I'm back.
Yeah, you sound a little bit like Boomhauer from King of the Hill. Ever heard of King of the Hill?
Never.
No. What do you watch down in the afterlife?
Oh, I don't watch things. I like to. I'm more of a doer.
You're a doer. Okay. What do
Yeah.
you like to do in the afterlife?
You know, beheadings, torture, various carnal pleasures.
Oh,
I like to get real nasty down there.
ew.
I'm a man of many tastes.
I hate to even ask, but what are some of the things that you do down there?
I mean, every hole's on the table. You can detach body parts, shove them up wherever you like.
Oh,
It's very nice.
without any.
I'm real close with I think you call him the Marquis de Sade.
Uh-huh.
I learned a lot from that man. Good buddy of mine.
Okay. Okay.
Got a bad rap.
Okay. So the movie just wrapped up. How is life going for you? What are you doing these days?
Well, I'm just kind of looking for the next project, really.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like looking around. I mean, I was thinking about maybe starting a podcast.
Oh, okay. What would
Me
your
and the Hawk 2 girl. Gonna call it Hawk Juice. We're talking about blowjobs.
That's what the whole podcast is.
I mean, I've been around for like 500 years. There's a lot of ways to give a good blowjob.
Really? Okay.
yeah.
So how did you meet the Hawk Tua girl?
She's just she's everywhere right now.
Right. She
Even
is.
even in the afterlife, I heard about her.
Really? Did
Yeah.
you watch the video?
Yeah, I actually made a point of talking to her because it made me mad. I don't think that's a good way to get a blowjob.
You don't think she should spit on that thing?
No. You gotta go in there and just slobber on that thing.
Oh, okay.
Use
Okay.
lots of teeth.
Oh, lots of teeth. Oh.
Yeah, see, I got a couple extra rows back there.
I did see that.
Yeah.
And I saw a little version of you in the
Yeah.
back of your throat when you did that.
He's waiting. He's there to massage things.
Oh.
Also,
okay.
like do a little biting himself.
Okay, so
That's my little beetle.
oh, I see.
Yeah, he's my buddy. He goes with me everywhere I go.
Okay. So you and the Hawk Tua girl, just friends? Is there a romantic relationship developing?
Well,
Purely business?
last time I was interested in a young girl, got me a little hot water.
Oh, right. In 1988.
Yeah, even back then it was a little frowned upon.
Oh, yes.
But we're gonna be a part of the Paul Brothers Network. Cool guys, love them.
Oh, you would love
We
that.
get along real good.
You would love
They like doing fucked up pranks.
You're a little prankster yourself, right?
I'm a bit of a trickster.
You are a little bit of a trickster.
Yeah. Like pulling dicks out of buttholes and that kind of thing, starting fires.
Magically or
Yeah.
deathly? Okay, magically. Got it.
Magically, and then I kind of like putting it back.
Then you put it back. Got it. Got
Yeah.
it.
I'm more of a fun trickster, not so much of like a pinhead, what you would call it, a Hellraiser kind of trickster.
I see. What
I
are
don't-
some of
I'll-
your favorite tricks that you've done on people?
I also had kind of a Rubik's Cube kind of situation. You know, like in Hellraiser, they got to solve the puzzle.
Oh, sure.
You know.
Okay. Yes.
I did that, but, that's kind of like, ends up in your butt.
A lot of things in butts. I see.
Yeah. I've always been fascinated by the human sphincter.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So you mentioned that younger girls are no longer your thing because it's
No.
frowned upon.
I'm going older.
You're going older. Okay. That's where I was getting at.
Yeah.
What is your ideal woman nowadays? Oh, dead. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Dead. But older. How old are we talking here?
Like, they've been through some stuff. There's some wear and tear on them tires.
Okay. Like emotionally?
No, I want like when I bang them titties around, I want to be like them like ball knockers you see in businessmen's offices. You know, they clack back and forth. You know what I'm talking about?
Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah, I want titties like that.
Okay. So just saggy titties. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually, that's pretty progressive of you.
Lots of varicose veins,
Okay. Nice. Nice.
and obviously they can take their teeth out. Goes without saying.
I understand completely. Okay. So what about personality wise?
Ooh, I love a brassy broad.
Okay. Okay.
Got a little lip on her.
Oh, I like that. I like that little back and forth banter.
I need a banter. I need someone I can talk to. You know, death is a long time.
It is a long
It's
time.
like forever. It goes on and on. So, what else gonna do? Like, I can't be doing, like sex acts the whole time.
Sure.
I can't be doing pranks the whole time.
Right.
sometimes I just want to sit and talk philosophy.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a man of the people. I'm erudite. I'm well read. So sometimes I want to talk like Sartre, Socrates, Plato, Jordan Peterson. Big fan of his.
Okay, yeah.
Man likes to cry. I'm talking about cartoons and shit. Really speaks, real appeals to me. He's a man's man.
Okay. Is there any lucky women in your life right now that you're currently seeing? Are you
Yeah.
living that bachelor life?
It's more of a fling. It's kind of winding down now. But me and Betty White got real nasty recently.
You and Betty White hooked up in the
Yeah.
afterlife?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, well, she everything you described is exactly her.
Speaking of shitting yourself, she once made me laugh so hard. I did, in fact. I shat my whole skeleton out of my body. I was laughing so hard.
Wow, that's actually beautiful.
Yeah.
That's actually a beautiful romantic story.
Yeah. Well, but one thing y'all know about me, deep down, I'm a bit of a softie.
Aw, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
I got a big old heart. Mm-hmm. Got a big old murmur.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like to mutter.
Okay, so do you want things to progress with Betty White, or
No. I'm too much a man for one woman.
Oh, okay.
Come
I
on.
see.
Come on now. I'm a lot of fun, and I have a lot of love to give.
To different people.
Oh, yeah. All over the place.
How does Betty feel about that?
I mean, she's on board. She got her own thing going on.
Oh, does she really?
Yeah.
Are you
Her
guys
and the
being a
re-
little poly down there?
Yeah, her and the rest of the Golden Girls are kind of banging it out now.
Oh my god. They're banging it out?
Yeah, turns out in the show, there was a lot of undisclosed sexual tension among the cast.
Okay, did they ever act on that when they were
No,
alive?
that's the thing. They're like, now they're in death, and with all the time in the world, there's taking it to explore each other's decrepit bodies.
Okay, so a lot of scissoring.
Oh yeah, and like more like not just like the scissoring with legs. They because you can like play around your body and change shapes and shit. So they turn their legs into actual scissors.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Very Tim Burton of them.
And things like there's no Christianity out there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That actually wants that.
No, let me don't get ahead of yourself. Me and Jesus did have a brief thing.
You and Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, you guys hooked up?
Yeah.
Did you suck Jesus off, or did Jesus suck you off?
We did a little 69.
Okay. Did you really know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up on the cross.
No, you did not,
Yeah.
Beetle.
Yeah.
No, you did not.
Strike me down, Lord, if I'm lying.
Mr. Juice, no, you did not.
See? His daddy don't want to touch me.
Mr. Juice, I refuse to believe that you and Jesus Christ 69'd on the cross. I refuse to believe. I'm not even religious, but I refuse to believe you did that.
Again, the afterlife is very long and it gets very boring.
Okay.
And I'm willing to try anything once. I usually don't swing that way, but come on. Have you seen those guys' abs?
Jesus is really hot.
Beautiful man.
And that actually does make me feel reassured that, that they are open and there's no homophobia in the afterlife.
Oh, there's too much other shit to do.
Right.
Spin around, think about who's putting your dicks and your fingers where. It's more like you're kind of.
The day look like?
Well, I still have my small business.
Right.
I still perform bioexorcisms, scaring people out of houses and shit. Mostly just stack a few chairs and pop out of a few walls and turn into a snake or two.
Got it.
That's
I
all
see.
it takes. Turns out most people are pretty easily frightened.
That makes sense. Yes. And you're doing that to people who are alive.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Can't really, to me, like requests from like other dead people ask me to scare them because there's not a lot to scare at this point.
Do you get a lot of business? Do you get a lot of people saying your name 3 times?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to expand into an app.
Oh, okay, nice.
Ideally, you just you tap the app, say the name 3 times. I pop out the phone.
I see.
Bing, bang, boom.
Wow, the modern Beetlejuice. I love that.
Hey, you gotta roll the time, sweetheart.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, and so how much revenue are you making off this app?
Oh, I just do it for the love of the game.
Oh, okay.
And also trying to, escape the afterlife.
That is true. You are constantly trying to do that.
I had kind of my thing, I mean, being dead's all, it's fun, but I'll miss being alive.
What do you miss most about being alive?
Shitting.
Oh, you don't shit in the afterlife?
Yeah, the whole point of eating is to then transform food into energy and or fat, and then you shit out the waste.
But don't you come in the afterlife?
Yeah, but it's like ghostly.
It's ghostly.
Yeah, can't do nothing. Can't make a baby.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's more for fun. It's more for just like, to paint the walls and shit.
Paint the walls?
Yeah.
With?
Like ghost jizz.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know.
Oh, well, I guess, yeah, you're not there yet, but hey, rest assured you'll be there one day.
I will. How long were you in that waiting room for?
Which time?
Oh.
I've been there a few times, yeah.
A few times?
Yeah.
Okay, from the first movie, Beetlejuice, you had a very long ticket number.
Yeah, well, I traded up,
Oh, you traded up. Okay, that's good.
Various like trickeries and flim-flams and plots.
Got it.
So it took me about 30 years.
30 years. I see. Okay.
But then I was able to get out of there, reopen my business.
I see.
Hire
What is your app called again?
I'm just gonna.
Do you not remember what your app is called?
I was just gonna call my name.
Okay, so it's Beetlejuice, the app. So you tap it, and then you say Beetlejuice 3 times, and then you appear. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Why complicate the thing?
Right. No, I definitely agree.
Not everything needs a slick name. Well, I was gonna say something about you get some of your money back, but I give him that. Nope. Call me and I'll fuck up your shit.
That's a good slogan.
Yeah.
Call me and I'll fuck up your shit.
Hey, or how about call me? I'll fuck up your enemy's shit.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I'm not there to ruin my clients' lives.
But you are trying to marry most of them.
I'm trying to marry them, but I'm not trying to ruin your life. Other than that, I have a lot of love to give. I could be a very good husband.
Some might say marriage ruins lives.
Hey, sweetheart, save the jokes for me.
Okay, that's fair.
It's a one-way street.
All right, that's fair. That's very fair. Okay, well, it's so lovely to meet you. We already kind of discussed some of your plugs. You have this new podcast coming out with the Hawk Tua girl, and it's called the Hawk Juice.
Hawk Juicer.
Hawk Juicer. Forgive
Yep.
me. Hawk Juicer. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're not in relations with her at all.
No.
Okay.
Yet. Hey, stranger things have happened.
Mm-hmm. And then you have this app, Beetlejuice. So, yeah, if you're listening out there, keep an eye out on Hawk Juica. It's coming out shortly.
Coming out on the Paul Brothers Network.
Yes, of course. And then the new app coming out where you can still do those bio-exorcisms.
It's whenever Elon finishes it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The man is slow. He seems distracted.
He's very distracted. He bought Twitter, so
he also loves fathering children out of wedlock.
Oh, are you against that?
Yeah. If there's anything I respect is the sanctity of marriage.
That's true. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so sorry you couldn't meet my co-host. He has a real bad problem of crapping his pants randomly.
Yeah, I might just kind of float after the smell like a old
cartoon
hobo in a pie kind of situation. So I'll go follow that.
Okay, well, let him know when you follow the smell, let him know that he has to take me home.
Oh,
he's my ride, okay?
Okay, before I go, I like it up here. Just don't say my name 3 times in a row.
Got it.
I'd ask you to do that.
All right? I won't.
Okay.
I won't. All right, and that was our episode. We love you. Quentin loves you, but not as much as he loves crapping his pants. Big thanks to Beetlejuice, and we'll talk to you next week.